The digital world is often talked about as something that negatively impacts our ability to focus and to pay attention. And that is definitely the case when it comes in particular to TikTok. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about why TikTok has such a negative impact on our ability to focus. So, TikTok is predominantly short form video. That means it is very quick video format, and we can scroll rapidly from one video to the next, to the next, to the next. In fact, the best performing videos are typically less than 15 seconds long. We do not have to pay attention for a long amount of time, and we might not even choose to watch the whole video. We might make a 2 second, 1 second decision as to whether we actually want to watch that video or scroll on to the next. This means that our brains are constantly switching task. We are going from one video to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next on repeat, and sometimes for hours on end. This in itself is a form of brain training, and it's not a positive form of brain training. It is definitely a negative one because it is teaching our brains to only have to pay attention for a really short period of time. Now, if you've come across a video and it is 2 minutes 30, for example, chances are you go, oh my God, I haven't got time to watch that. It's too long. Scroll on to the next. And yet we might sit there for 2 hours watching video after video after video. So we really need to think about the impact that this is having on our focus and attention, because if you are a child in school, we need to focus and pay attention in order to learn. If you're in the workplace, we need to focus and pay attention in order to do our jobs effectively. So, if you are just living a general life, we need to focus and pay attention in order to help us stay alive, not walk out in front of a car, for example. We need to be present with the people around us. We need to be able to listen to conversation. So, being able to focus and pay attention is really important. This doesn't mean that we can never use apps like TikTok. It's really important to state that. I'm not saying you have to leave TikTok as a result. However, I hugely recommend that you time limit your TikTok activity. This could mean setting a screen time limit for how long you're able to use TikTok before it sets up an alert to say you've reached your time limit. Or it could be that you put on a timer. For example, you think, I'm going to have a 10-minute scroll on TikTok. You set a timer for 10 minutes and you only scroll for 10 minutes. Now, this doesn't mean that it's not going to have a negative impact. It's just going to lessen that negative impact. The other thing we can do is make sure we're doing more to improve our ability to focus and pay attention. In fact, I have a video all about this, so I will pop the link above for you to link through to that and take a look at. But it is things like heading out for a walk and paying attention to everything we can see, everything we can hear, everything we can smell, and not having earphones in and consuming more content. It's things like meditation, even if it's just 2 minutes to stop and take a few breaths and think about nothing. It's sitting down with a coffee and not scrolling at the same time, but letting our thoughts run wild. And it's focusing in and really listening to what someone else is saying. So don't worry, this isn't me saying you have to leave TikTok, although in all honesty, that's probably the best thing you can do for your focus and attention. But if you really love the app, you don't need to leave it. You just need to manage how you use it a lot better. Try and avoid the endless flick, flick, flick from video to video and try and think about what that is doing to your brain. I hope that's been useful. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Do you find your ability to focus and pay attention has declined over the years? What do you think is having an impact on that? Are you a TikTok person who just loves to sit and have a scroll? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.